Today we're going to talk about John Calvin and his theology. Calvin was born in France but spent most of his life in Geneva, Switzerland, where he established his own religious community. Calvin lived during the 16th century, during the height of the Protestant Reformation, and he was a contemporary of other religious leaders of that time, such as Martin Luther, Henry VIII, and Ignatius Loyola. To understand Calvin's five-point theology, remember the acronym TULIP. T stands for the total depravity of mankind. Like many Christian theologians, Calvin said that human nature was basically evil due to the fall of man. But Calvin went one step further. Man is so evil, so depraved, that he cannot even turn his heart around toward God and ask for forgiveness. U stands for unmerited grace. The only way that man can be saved is by a decision made by God. And this grace is given by God freely and has nothing to do with any of the good works or even the good intentions of men. The L in TULIP stands for limited atonement. Now, this is one of the most controversial and hardest to accept aspects of Calvin's theology. Calvin said that when Jesus died on the cross for the sins of man, that atonement was not for all men, but only for a limited number who were going to be selected for salvation. These individuals were selected by God and are referred to as the elect. The I in TULIP stands for irresistible grace. In other words, people don't choose God. God chooses them. When someone has been chosen by God for salvation, these elect individuals cannot resist the call of God's grace. Any kind of faith or commitment on their part is something actually given to them by God. It's not the result of their own free will or efforts. The P in TULIP stands for perseverance, the perseverance of the elect. In other words, this means secure salvation. Once God has selected you, He will not let you go. You cannot lose your salvation. You can stumble on the ship of salvation, you can stumble on the deck, but don't worry, God will not allow you to slip overboard. Calvin influenced several denominations and traditions within Christianity. There are the Presbyterians of Scotland, the Puritans of England, the Pilgrims who came to the United States, and the Reformed churches of Switzerland, South Africa, and Holland. If you have any questions or comments about this or other Headless Professor videos, contact me, brink@usa.com.